Hey, what's going on, friends? Hope you're having a great day. I just wanted to go live here real quick and share kind of a cool experience that happened over the last few days that is a little inspiring. And the title of the message is Coincidence or Divine Coincidence? And that's the question. And the idea is that sometimes things happen in our lives that we can chalk up to just pure random chance or coincidence, or maybe they could be divine appointments. I've heard the phrase the fingerprint of God. I've heard the phrase universe winks, where we just have these little moments where we kind of see these flashes of the divine letting us know that we're on the right path and we're doing the right things. And so I just want to tell you about this story. So I have this really good friend, one of my best friends actually. His name is Brandon. And some time ago, we were sitting in a sushi bar. We were having lunch. And Brandon was telling me about this book that he'd been reading that was really changing his life. And the book was called The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. Hey, Tiffany, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. The book is called The Magic by Rhonda Byrne, and I remember the moment specifically. Brandon was sitting across from me, and I was sitting across from him, and Brandon looked in my eyes, and he just said, "This book and the things that it's teaching are changing my life. It's amazing. Like, I'm seeing the magic everywhere in my life as I practice these exercises that Rhonda Byrne talks about in this book, and the book is about gratitude." And I just remember being so impressed with the way Brandon was describing this book to me that I had to go out and get the book. And so I went out and got the book and read the book, and it is a great book. And there are a lot of really cool things that it teaches in there, not the least of which, of course, is gratitude and how to be thankful for everything there is all around us. And she has these exercises that we can do on a daily basis to help us to pay attention more to the things that are in our lives that we can be grateful for. And one of the phrases that she has in that book is thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Those three phrases. And I found myself using those phrases a lot in my journey. Anyway, the point of the story is, so Brandon introduced me to this book some time ago. In the meantime, Brandon has been developing this app that helps people. It's like a digital app that has a vision board, it has a task list, it has a journal, it has affirmation section, it has all these really cool things. And I've been using this app for, I think, about a year now. Well, the other day, one of my friends, Rob Skinner, he posted on social media, he said, "Hey, is anyone using a cool journaling app? I'd like to find one." And I popped in and I said, "Hey, my friend Brandon actually developed this really awesome app, and it has a journaling app, and it has all these other really cool features." And Rob said, "Hook me up, send me the link." So I sent him the link, and Rob went ahead and got signed up for the app. And as I was talking to Rob, Rob started to tell me that the reason that he was thinking about journaling was because he and his daughter, he said, "My daughter got me going on this book called The Magic by Rhonda Byrne." And it got me thinking about journaling. And so he made that post, and I was able to connect Rob with Brandon. And Brandon was really excited, to gather a new customer. And Rob was really excited to be, using this new application. And I just thought to myself when I heard Rob say that it was the book, The Magic by Rhonda Byrne, that got him thinking about journaling. And so he posts on social media, and then I'm able to connect him with my friend Brandon, who's been developing this app, and a connection is made. And then I think back to Brandon telling me about that book, The Magic. And of course I'm thinking, is this a coincidence, or is this a divine coincidence? Two separate incidents happening together that has some sort of, magical connection. And I guess what I really wanted to pass along today is oftentimes in our journey, it seems like these things happen and we have the choice to chalk them up as coincidence, or we can choose to look at them as experiences that are more divine in nature, more, magical in nature. And I would just like to say, for me, whenever I have, Tiffany says we are all connected. I really believe that's true, Tiffany. And, it's these little moments, these little experiences that seem to help us to remember that. But anyway, the point, I guess, is when these experiences happen, we have the choice to say, oh, it's just a coincidence, or we can choose to say, wow, life is mysterious and magical, and there is divinity working in us and through us and connecting us at all times and in all places, especially when we're open to seeing those connections and what that can do if we make that choice to see the higher power at work in these seemingly ordinary experiences. Is it can definitely build our faith and grow our faith and help us move forward in more powerful ways. So I would love to pose that question to you. This little experience that I had, was this just a coincidence, or maybe was it a divine set of coincidence? And I would love to hear any experiences that you have, on this topic, and would love to hear your thoughts on this specific topic. So that was the main thing I wanted to pass along. I also wanted to let you guys know that Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern, I'm going to be interviewing a really amazing person named Tim Edwards. I actually connected with Tim through an interesting set of coincidence. So he was a friend of mine on my friends list, and I sent out this broadcast, of messages, connecting with people, and he responded back and he said, "Hey, let's pop on a Zoom." And I said, "Okay, let's pop on a Zoom." I didn't know him. He didn't know me. I just sent him this message, and we popped on a Zoom, and I started hearing about his story. And come to find out, Tim has this amazing experience and background in business and network marketing. He wanted to tell me that the first company that he was in, it was a multi-billion-dollar company, and after some struggle, he struggled for a few years. He went on to develop the #1 recruiting team in the entire company, all throughout the world, using the internet and some systems that he had put together. So he, had tons of success there. He became a multiple 7-figure earner in home business, network marketing, and also traditional business. He was a millionaire at age 29. And just a really great guy, really great heart, to mentor people. And so we were on the Zoom, and I was listening to his story, and I thought, man, hey, would it be okay if I interviewed you on my podcast? And he's like, yeah, that'd be great. So I'm so excited about that, and it's going to be happening this Tuesday at 11 a.m. And so my question for you is, would you like to attend? And if so, I've got the event on my Facebook profile. You can go there, you can register for the event, and definitely join us live. But if you can't be there live, I would love to know what questions you would like to know from Tim. If there are some specific things you would ask him, if you could sit down with someone like that who has built just massive organizations in network marketing, has been around the block, retired twice, multiple 7-figure earner. What sorts of things would you like to know? Because really what I want to do with these interviews and this podcast that I'm doing is get the information that people will, find the most use and value in, get the information that will help them the most on their journey. So if you have some ideas for questions, I have some questions that I want to ask him, of course, already. I'm really curious about some things. But definitely comment below. Let me know what questions would be good to ask, and I will see if I can work those into the podcast episode. So with that, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Look for those divine coincidences today and every day. And always remember that life is magical, and the more we can appreciate the things that are around us with deep gratitude, it seems like the more the doors will be opened up, to receive more. Just one last thing. One of the other things that Rhonda Byrne talks about in that book, The Magic, is she quotes that line from the Bible that says, "He who has been given shall be given more, and he who hath not shall be taken away even that which he has." And one of the ideas that she puts forth, now we don't know if this is true or not, but she says, what if that line was meant to say, "He who hath gratitude shall be given more, he who hath not gratitude shall be taken away even that which he hath." and inserting that word, it kind of makes that line, make a little bit more sense. So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch you sometime later on this